Hi there. This is Healing After Loss. My name is ML, and today I have a guest, Stephen Schwartz. We'll talk to him in just a moment. As I always do, I'm reading from this book, Healing After Loss, Daily Meditations for Working Through Grief by Martha Whitmore Hickman. Sorry, I forgot her name just there for a second because I pre-read the passage. Whoops. You can get a copy of this book for yourself if you so choose with the link in the description below. Otherwise, just follow along. I hope this helps you. Today is 23 July 2025, Wednesday. If it's not Wednesday, the 23rd of July, it's whatever day it is you're watching it. But thank you for being here. We're reading the passage from 23 July. People in mourning have to come to grips with death before they can live again. Mourning can go on for years and years. It doesn't end after a year. That's a false fantasy. It usually ends when people realize that they can live again, that they can concentrate their energies on their lives as a whole, and not their hurt and guilt and pain. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. No one is asking us to forget, to turn away from all that we loved and cherished in the one we have lost. We couldn't do that even if we wanted to. The task before us, and it can take a very long time, is to incorporate that grief and loss into the rest of our lives so that it doesn't continue to dominate our lives. It's no longer the first thing we relinquish It's no longer the first thing we think of when we wake up in the morning, or the last thing we relinquish before we sleep. A child said to his mother, in regard to the outpouring of kindnesses after his father's death, "There are so many good things. There's just one bad thing." The bad thing will always be there. But when it begins to take its place among the good things life offers, we're on our way. Even in my sadness, I will be open to new adventure. And so now my guest is Stephen Schwartz. And Stephen's loss is similar to other losses of people and friends and family and pets, but it's different in that it's a life experience. Stephen, what are you grieving?
It's actually Stefan.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize for that. Stephen Schwartz.
But no worries. I get everything, including Hey You, and I answered all of them. I'm actually experiencing quite a bit of loss. Loss has kind of followed me for the last 3.5 years. Loss of a parent, loss of a pet, loss of multiple relationships, loss of a job, multiple jobs, but most recently, loss of a program that I was ready for and excited to experience. And
because it was a community.
Yes, it was a community that I felt included in. And being neurodiverse, I have not always felt included in a lot of things that I've been involved in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been about 2 weeks, and I'm still reeling. I'm still trying to figure out the direction to move into, since that community is no longer available to me, and neither is that program.
Sure. Now, you do have access to some of the members of the community, just not the program community as a whole, correct?
Correct. I have access to somewhere between 30 and 50 members of the community.
Oh, well, that's not bad. Does the new community, the smaller community, know of the initial loss for the most part?
Some members of the new community, yes.
Okay.
But
so we've
not
got the big circle that was the program, a smaller circle that is the community that you're currently a member of, and a smaller circle of people who know what happened with the big thing. Right?
yes.
Okay. What was your initial grieving process like?
Shock,
Shock.
extreme shock, as it hit me with an email early on a Saturday morning, and wasn't at all what I was expecting.
Right.
To be hit with as I was expecting to start the program 2 days later, and I was all in.
Yeah. Yeah. How have you been coping in the last couple weeks? Have you had time to process things to where, not that you necessarily agree with the decisions that were made, but that you can almost understand the reasoning, or is it still an affront?
I understand what I've been told as to what I did wrong, but I still don't fully believe that I did those things.
Sure.
Totally willing to accept the punishment if I knew exactly what I did.
Yeah. It sucks that you can't, it's not a court of law. You can't face your accusers. You can't defend yourself or say sorry if you were in fact in the wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
If I knew exactly what I did, I could use that to correct that going forward. But without knowing, it's very hard to correct what you don't know what you did.
Yeah.
Only what you're being told what you did. And that's very difficult.
Right. So it feels...
I've kind of accepted that I will no longer be in this community, and I've accepted that I need to figure out a way to move forward, and I've been taking steps to do that.
Good. Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say, because what you said was better than what I was going to say. So no worries about that. How are you moving forward? What little baby steps are you able to take right now that help you, not with the community aspect of the specific loss of the program, but the getting past the grieving process? Because this is about grief. So do you feel like your grief is moving in a positive direction yet, or is it still too fresh because it's only 2 weeks?
I think it's moving in a positive direction because I'm just not letting it stop me from my goals and my dreams.
Good.
I see a therapist once a week, so I've talked to her now about it 2 or 3 times. Let's say 3 times, because I saw her yesterday.
Sure.
And she's given me some suggestions for my next steps, and I'm taking those next steps.
Good.
Trying to find a new program that will accept me.
Okay.
Trying to find a new coach that will help me. And this is not the first time I've been kicked while I was down. And it's not the first time I've had to dust myself off and get myself back up again and keep moving forward.
Sure.
This is just, I won't say a little setback, because it's definitely a big, huge one.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let it stop me.
Good.
I'm going to find a way to move forward, and I'm going to find another community while I still stay in touch with those who I've become virtual and in some cases in-person friends with.
Yeah.
while I work on my goals.
Good. Is there anything else that I can offer you right now that you can think of that just knowing me, that would help you? Is there something that I can say that you hadn't thought of yet that would help you?
Well, support, but that goes without saying.
Well, you have that,
and
and that goes without saying.
So that's an easy one. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. People have given me little suggestions here and there, or actually they've posted little suggestions and for themselves, and I thought about it. And, well, yeah, I can use that too. I can use that too for my next steps. Right now, I have a lot of things to work on, and try not to get overwhelmed.
Sure.
I've made a list of priority, and trying to work on those first. I have a lot of blocks of time this week where I can work on things to move forward, and then actually what I would not have found had everything gone as planned with the program starting a little over 2 weeks ago. I would not have found another program, a free summit that begins on Monday for 4 days that I will take advantage of and see what that's all about, and see if that might be my next step for a coaching program.
Excellent. That's that leans into something in my acting career that I've had to pay attention to a lot, in that no matter how many auditions I get, not everything is for me. It doesn't matter. What isn't for me isn't for me. And if I'm lucky, I get out of the thing that isn't for me in time to find the thing that is for me. So being a silver linings person, I very much find the silver linings in the situation. Stefan, I think as rudely as you were booted from the other program, it has to end up being a step in the right direction for you. It has to end up being a blessing, in that you, like you say, you just found this other program, another summit that's going to start next week. That's amazing, because it maybe slowed you down a couple of weeks. In the grand scheme of things, is a couple of weeks really a slowdown? It's a trip over a pebble in the street. Good. Okay. Well, let me, since the meditation talks about sadness, do you have sadness these past couple of weeks?
Most definitely. Sadness.
Anger, sure.
Definitely anger, shock. But sadness, yes, because I had felt a connection with an awful lot of people.
Right.
In the community and in the specific group where I was able to connect with them pretty much on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And now that's gone. And I think that is actually worse than being booted out of the program.
Yeah.
Because
the disconnection from friends.
Exactly.
So the grief is not for the program, it's for the loss of the friends. So let's end with, even in my sadness, I will be open to new adventure, which is potentially what the program that starts next week can be for you. I do look forward to hearing the progress that you make outside of that program, being part of the smaller circle of community that I do. I feel like you're my friend. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, But
I'm used to it. I get it all the time.
I'm sure you do. I just wish you had corrected me immediately.
As you probably do as well.
I do. All right. So for the rest of you, thank you, Stefan, for being my guest today. For the rest of you, whatever it is you're going through, loss of a person, loss of a job, loss of a life experience, loss of a pet, please take care of yourself, give yourself some grace, and I'll see you next week.